What's up, everybody? I'm with Paul Boudreaux. Where are you out of?
Biloxi, Mississippi.
Biloxi, Mississippi. He's the #1 wholesaler in the entire Gulf Coast. And then we end up doing a couple deals together. How many deals have I bought from you? Like half a dozen?
Half a dozen or a dozen, yeah, something like that.
He's a really good wholesaler. I want him to come speak at my mastermind, the next one that we do. He's really good. He runs a good operation down here. But we were out at dinner last night. He invited me out to dinner last night, and he's like, hey, I bought a boat. And I'm like, just kind of paying attention. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm like, yeah, I'd like to come check it out because I've been thinking about buying myself a catamaran and learning how to sail. And he's like, yeah, you want to come look at it? Anyways, we're gonna let you see the rest of this thing because he needs to start wholesaling boats. Give him the wholesaling business because the amount of money you're gonna make on this boat if you want to sell it is incredible. So when he's telling me this last night, you know how everybody's got their internal voice and their external voice? So his external voice is like, hey, I bought a boat. I hauled it back over here. And I interpreted that as like, I went and bought a $10,000 boat, bought a fixer-upper on Facebook, and he's like, I got a good deal on it. And so I'm thinking like, he drove it here, he hauled it here. As we're touring the boat last night, I'm like, well, this is a great boat, you know? I'm like, gotta get those engines working. And I'm thinking, he's like, no, we drove it here on the water. Yeah. What was he asking for on Facebook?
So he was at 50.
He was asking for $50,000. So this is the boat right here.
This is a 48-foot Egg Harbor.
And what year was this built?
1980.
What would this cost you in 1980?
Probably about $150K.
What kind of engines do you have in this?
So it's Detroit turbo diesel engines.
Two of them?
Two.
What horsepower?
So they're approximately 500 apiece.
What would this cost me brand new? Have you looked at them brand new?
You'd probably spend $750,000.
Did you offer the guy 10 grand over the internet?
No, so we went down Saturday, walked the boat, you know, obviously had him point out all the defects, just like a house.
So what did you have him do? Walk us through what you would do on that one. So you're walking with this guy.
Well, obviously it was sitting in the water.
Okay.
So I seen the value in it, but I wanted him to tell me, you know, what still needed to be done,
okay,
and what he associated that cost would be to be done.
Right, so just like a house. Just like a house,
to bring that value down. He showed me an appraised value after it was renovated of a little over 300K.
I think it's more. I don't even, after seeing this thing last night. All right, so you have him point out all the issues.
Yeah.
He's asking 50 grand for it.
As he talks himself down, he's at 12. Like just.
You didn't say nothing.
I didn't say nothing. And he had another opportunity to buy another boat, but he needed that money to put down on that boat. Urgency is key.
Right.
So I'm like, hey.
Cash in hand.
Yeah, I was like, hey, look. You drive to Biloxi Monday morning, I'll give you a cashier's check for 10 grand. So I ended up leaving the boat there for like a month and a half, 2 months. And me not knowing anything about boats.
Really?
I went down there like in the interim of leaving the boat down there.
Yeah.
Well, not about the big boats like this. Mess with the wrong switches, the boat sank in the slope.
Oh my God, that's a good, do you have any video of that?
I got pictures.
Oh, you got to put those so we can post those with this.
I got pictures.
So you sank the boat.
I sank the boat.
So that's called devaluing.
It was only like 5 foot in the slip, so it sat on the props and the rudders.
So you busted those up?
No, it didn't bust it up, but like water got in the battery bay. So the day we went to ferry it back
How did you sink a boat, dude?
Because the bilge pumps, I turned the bilge pumps off.
So what's a bilge pump do?
So the bilge pumps, so boats like these, over time they always seep water in.
Okay.
It's just, it happens.
Yeah.
So the bilge pumps stay on, or they have float switches.
Yeah.
So when the water reaches a certain level, they kick on and pump the water out.
Uh-huh.
Well, I turned the switches off.
Oh, because you just push your buttons? Like kids, right? You just push your buttons. Okay, so you were breaking this down the other day. So this is where the props go right here.
Yep, so the props would go on here. These are the rudders.
And what's a prop cost you on this boat?
So they were bad once we got them here. They were all, the electrolysis ate them up. So we're looking at like $2-4 grand a piece.
All right, so if you can get them a better price on a prop, how do they get a hold of you?
You can call me at 228-365-2339.
If they got a property to sell you in Mississippi, how do they get a hold of you? Same phone number?
Same phone number, yep.
What are these props called that you need?
The props, I mean, they're just
What size? It's like inches, right?
Shoot, I got the dimensions. I mean, it's all kinds of stuff. I don't know.
All right, so whatever's on a 45-foot boat.
48-foot.
48-foot boat, Boudreaux. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. What are these things? This blows.
So these are the exhaust. So this is the exhaust for the engines. This is the exhaust for the generator.
So let's walk this whole boat. You guys tell me if he got a good deal, if he got ripped off. I think he got a fantastic deal. Then again, I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
It's got a little bit of a soft spot right here, what we talked about, but just some glass work.
So what's your plan out here?
So already got new fuel cells, but the guy who redid the deck, obviously we talked about last night.
Yeah.
Didn't do the subfloor properly and seal it, so it's.
So you're gonna redo the subfloor.
Yeah.
What's underneath here?
Fuel cells. It's 2 fuel tanks.
So you calling them fuel cells, but they're actually tanks?
Yeah.
How many gallons of fuel does it hold?
It's like 738 gallons.
And this is on diesel.
All diesel.
So what's it cost you to fill this bad boy up?
It had about 300 gallons whenever I picked it up, and then
So that's almost the cost of the boat, dude.
I topped them off, and it cost me 2,500 bucks.
It's like 5,000 bucks in fuel, right?
$3,000.
Yeah, you don't want to think about that every time you're driving this. Okay, so right here, what do you guys recommend for you guys who are in the boating industry? What do you think he should do right here? I have no idea, but I was like, you need some places. This is called his fish tank, so he's got fish.
So that's live well.
That's a live well, and then you got to put.
So I'm gonna rip this out. We're gonna put a bench seat here.
What are you gonna put under there? Just life preservers?
So it's bench seat with a cooler.
Cooler, okay.
Yep.
No, you need something for like water.
So we're gonna put a wash down station right here.
Wash down station, and then where's all the drinks? I thought the cooler was for the beers.
So, I mean, you got the fridge inside.
You don't want to have access to this, really? This is just gonna be all cleared up, this deck.
So the fuel tanks are big, so we'll probably have, we do have access to cut panels and put a box in right here, but I haven't really dug into it too much.
Well, this is the whole point of this video. This is if you're good at fixing shit, and you want to give Paul, if you can upholster, if you can resurface boats, if you can do that, hit him up, man, because he's looking for advice.
This is the first big project. I'm great at flipping houses. Boats, this is the first.
Yeah, like if you have any insight, we're talking about shit we don't know about it, comment, share it with a friend. We obviously are a bunch of rookie boat flippers. I'm just looking at it as complete balls on his end to do this thing, and I'm being like, dude, I think I'm gonna do one too. Selfishly, if you are good at this type of stuff and if you work on them, if you have any insight, like what he should do, where the money shouldn't be spent, drop a comment. So you're gonna resurface these.
Yep.
And these are all to put your rods in. Those are rod holes.
Yep, so those are called rocket launchers.
You were talking, this is outriggers.
Yep, so you got the outriggers, you got the tuna tower.
So what's an outrigger and a tuna tower do?
So the outriggers go out to where you can expand whenever you're trolling.
Okay.
To fish outside the scope of just the deck of your boat.
All right, so let's walk the outside first, and then we'll walk the inside.
Okay.
We're above the captain's chambers and the other chambers.
And the V-berth.
And the bathroom.
And the bathroom and the other bathroom.
So what is this? This called the stern?
This is called the bow.
This is the bow. Where's the stern, in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're on the bow right here. So this is gonna push a lot of wake. This is basically, so nobody's sitting up here. What's in?
So this is just dock box storage area.
Okay.
So this essentially.
Okay, so that's just all your ropes, your chains,
storage,
your
anchor.
Does the anchor go right there?
A windlass would go right here. The anchor, this is an anchor slide right here.
Okay.
But then the anchor would go right here and slide off.
So you need an anchor too?
I've got an anchor. The anchor's underneath here.
Look at China. Your boat anchor's in China.
Yeah.
So would that be attached to a chain or a rope?
So it'll have a chain and then have a rope.
So a rope to a chain?
Yep.
So how long do you need it?
Minimum, I'd say 150 feet.
Because it's pretty deep out there.
Yeah.
Can you take this thing to like Costa Rica and shit?
Absolutely.
All right, so let's go through. So we looked at that. Should we go up here first?
You want to?
Yeah, I want to hit that whole outside first.
So this is the bridge.
Okay, so this is called the bridge. That's between the bow and the stern. Is that what it's called, the bridge?
Yep. This is where you steer the boat.
So it's got a Garmin on it, so you probably need a little bit of, what's your plan here?
So all new digital setup. It's already got autopilot. We're gonna upgrade that.
How fast will this sucker go once you get it wide open and everything's running the right way?
So this thing will cruise at 25 knots comfortably, and top speed will be about 38.
So just to own this boat, Are you gonna have to get insurance on it? Or are you gonna get?
Yeah, I'm gonna get insurance.
So once you get everything dialed in, you're probably looking like $1,000 a month just to hold this bad boy.
Yep.
Are you gonna turn it into a money machine?
Absolutely. Running charters, and then whenever it's not running charters, Airbnb it.
All right. So now we're in the. Is this the hull?
So this is the salon.
Salon.
But underneath the salon is the engine bay.
Engine bay.
room.
All right. So you got your one diesel right there.
Yep. And then you got your other one over here.
So this is a diesel, and then you got a diesel right there.
Yep.
All right. So plan is get these operational, make sure everything's going good.
Yep.
And then you're gonna refinish this out.
Absolutely.
What you putting in here?
So we're gonna put couch, TVs, surround sound system. Just make it luxury, like a nice flip.
What do you think you're gonna end up spending on this thing?
Between 40 and 60, just in the reno.
Let me know if he's even close, guys.
You don't think I'm even close?
No, I think you are. I think if you go and cobble, it's on speed. I think if you're going the speed you're going right now, it's going to cost you a lot more.
Yeah.
I think if you get a real good orchestrated plan, you could probably do it for 60. If you piecemeal it, like one thing here, one thing there, and then you got to fix that thing that you fixed before,
Right.
I think it can cost you a lot more money than that. But I think if you have the right guys, I don't know what it would cost to do the exterior though.
So the biggest thing was I'm wanting to, we just got the bottom scraped just to make sure the structure is fine before I sink any more money into it.
Right.
I want to have them sandblast it and make sure that it's not anything detrimental before I dump a ton of money into it. Because if it's anything detrimental, I'm just gonna piece this thing out. Sell the engines, sell the generator, sell the AC system.
I love it, man.
Because I can make my money back and not lose anything.
Which is a great thing. So you're not sunk, quote unquote, if you can't get out of the water.
Correct.
So
I can sell the electronics off of it.
So what could make this boat unseaworthy, I guess, is what you're looking for.
Just delaminations in the fiberglass and just having to overspend on having it repaired.
So they're gonna go sandblast it.
Yeah, and then we'll inspect the hole.
So after you get that done, are you gonna paint the exterior or is that gonna go last?
So no, we're gonna, so they're gonna sandblast it. Once they call it good, we're gonna go ahead and paint the exterior.
All right, what do you think that's gonna cost you?
So total of $6 grand.
$6 grand with sandblasting and painting. Mm-hmm. Do you have the guys?
They're doing it. Boatyard's doing it.
Is that a good cost, guys? I think it's a great cost.
Yeah. So we're gonna put granite cap on this. New granite down here, new kitchenette.
These look like they're good, so you can probably just save them and refinish them, right?
Honestly, I don't think I want to keep them.
Why? Do not get rid of these, bro.
Really?
Yeah. No. Listen.
Man.
Listen. I never get rid of cabinets, especially if you got good, solid cabinets. There's no rot in here. Just have a cabinet guy come reface them. These are, that's as solid as it gets, bro.
Okay. Maybe you just saved me some money.
Do I think that you should put some new doors on and put some new hardware? Absolutely. But to tear all this shit out?
Yeah.
Hell no. I would probably put a new thing there, a new thing there.
Yeah.
And then lift up the granite, but keep the boxed. Like that's gonna be the most expensive part. Fabricating something to this level. And then I think that fridge is too big. I'd get a smaller fridge.
Probably a smaller fridge, and you can put a microwave over the top.
Yeah, this is too big right here. Just get one of those beverage coolers. What the hell is she gonna put in it?
Well, and I wanted to cut this out.
Yeah, definitely do that. What the hell is this? What's behind here?
Well, so this used to be for old school. There was an AC here, and this was a return duct.
Ah, so is this all hollow?
No, so you remember that's the captain's quarters on the
Okay.
backside. So I want to take this out, insulate or cut it out a little bigger, insulate it, and put the washer and dryer combo
Where's
in here.
the AC?
I have it. So that's what that thing
Okay, the
is.
black thing over there?
Yep, in the corner. It's gonna mount inside the engine room.
I think I would not do that.
No?
I would not put a washer and dryer in there.
Or I might put that like right there.
I wouldn't even do it.
Why? So I've talked to several charter boat owners,
Uh-huh.
and they said if they had to renovate their boat over, that would be the one thing that they did.
All right, what do you think? I don't obviously know anything about boats, but I'm giving my opinion.
So like the biggest thing is, so the boat can have its own linens. They didn't have to take stuff on and off. If they went out to the island.
So you're gonna buy one that does the washing and drying combo?
Yes.
And you're gonna put it right here?
Either right there, or like say right there.
So walk us through, what's this right here?
All right, so this is the V-berth. So this is essentially the bunk bed. So we're gonna turn this in. We're gonna rip all this out and make probably 2 beds out of it, one on each side.
What's this thing right here?
So this was the actual old AC. So there was 2 units.
Okay.
One for the the salon and the captain's quarters, and then one back here for the V-berth.
Okay, so what are you gonna do? You're just gonna put one in?
We're just gonna put one, so that one will power the whole boat.
All right, so that's a better idea.
Yeah.
So these look good. So you're ripping all this shit out too?
Yeah, man.
I do think you don't need 2 bathrooms on this fucking thing.
Really?
I'd rather have more living space than 2 bathrooms.
Yeah.
I'd make the bathroom accessible for both people. Like, this is separate and that's separate. Why don't you make the bathroom accessible to everybody and make a bigger, but versus 2 small ass bathrooms? That's my opinion. Because you got right now, you got.
So there's no toilet in this one.
Yeah, get rid of it.
There's only a shower.
Get rid of this one, make this bedroom bigger, and then make that bigger over there. Like, this is a small ass bed with a big, what?
It's a queen bed.
Yeah, but you got this, you can't even take a shit in there. So where are you gonna go shit over there?
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. Get rid of that.
So I was thinking, so you've seen, I was gonna see about putting that throughout the whole boat.
Yeah, I mean, whatever you do.
I thought it looked good.
I do. If you stain it like this color, like dark.
I was gonna rip out that vanity and put a new one.
Yeah, I agree. I think you should gut the bathrooms.
Yeah.
I don't know if you should gut the bedrooms. I would expand this. I don't think this serves any function.
Or rip out that shower. And just put a toilet in there.
That would be a better idea than a shower. It don't make any sense to have a shower and no toilet. 100%, or get rid of them altogether. I don't know if that's gonna give you any more space, so it might just be better to keep what you got, but definitely put a toilet in there versus a shower, because yeah, 100%. I think that's the best.
Hey man, this is what they were thinking in the 80s.
What? You took less shits in the 80s?
I mean, maybe they hung off the side.
All right, so this, oh shit, this is tiny. You got a big shower over there and a tiny shower here. I would keep this the way it is. That's what they were trying to do. They were kind of trying to compensate for having 2 small showers. I think what I would do, bro, is I would make this just a big ass shower.
Really?
Hell yeah. I don't know, and get rid of.
And get rid of this shower?
Yeah, make this a bigger bathroom. So I don't know, dude. I'm spitballing shit right now, but I definitely don't like 2 small bathrooms that aren't functional. I think that your best idea I think you've had is to put a toilet right back there, right? Like that's the best thing out of anything we've talked about. But I definitely, or delete it. You know what I mean? And make one big. You can't really make one big one. That's why, because you don't have a lot of space.
Don't die.
Come on, man. Ain't nothing happened yet. Now, let me ask you something. If you got it fixed up for 60 grand, you're in it for 70,000 bucks.
Yeah.
And someone offers you 400,000, are you selling it?
I probably would.
Really?
I probably would, but I didn't buy it to sell it.
But you would?
I would. I bought it for to have as a money-making asset.
All right, let's ask you another question. If someone comes up right now and offers you $60,000, would you sell it?
Yeah.
Really? Okay. So if you want to buy this boat from Paul Boudreaux out of Mississippi, hit him up. Phone number is
228-365-2339.
Is there another way they can get a hold of you?
My email, paul@southernpropertiesunited.com.
Comment how much you think this boat's going to cost him to fix. Comment below how much you think this boat is worth once he's fixed up, and should he have even bought it? Did he get ripped off? Did he pay too much? Let us know. We'll talk to you in the next one.